but that's why I did the spreadsheet to kind of show you where we're at right now on the districts. Commissioner districts have to be continuous districts. They do not have to be equal in population. And you can see the way it is right now with our districts, the population area, or the population of people, there's quite a bit difference in those. But regionally, you got the southern part, the middle part, and the northern part. So that's where we're at right now. This gives you our population, and if you have questions of where they are, I know these maps are really small, but the bottom 3 townships is our District 1. District 3 is our top townships plus Rock Creek, which is right below Union, and then District 2 picks up that other section of that. So that's where we are, that is continuous there. So that's where we're at on our county commissioner districts. So I'm just here today to see if this is anything that you're looking at changing on those districts, or are you wanting to leave those as they are?
I see no reason to change the commissioners' districts there.
Nor do I.
Same
Okay.
here.
Okay, then we have the county council districts, which you can see that on the second spreadsheet that we have. It does say in statute that we should be as equal to 10, or not
Sure.
more of a deviation of 10% if possible, but again, they have to be continuous. And they cannot split precincts. So the way our precincts is right now, and the numbers where we're at, and you can see at the top, I did a deviation showing that we are currently at 12%. I've tried to play around with a little bit of numbers to keep them continuous, and I can't get it any better than 12%. 12%, it's not bad. I mean, it's not 10, but it's not 12%. In 10 years, we probably would look at doing it a little bit different, because we would have a little bit more time to split districts or split precincts, because the only way we're going to do this is to split precincts. And we're going to have to redo probably all of our precinct lines to get those in aligned. And we don't have time, because actually the deadline to do that was last Friday. And we had to wait because we didn't have our census data, until the first of the month. So we didn't really have time to do a whole lot. I don't feel like 12% deviation is bad for the county and county council districts, but that is ultimately your decision. So just needing to know if you're looking at wanting to do any changes on those districts, or if you're happy with the way they
I
are.
would keep the council districts together.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's more imperative.
Okay, perfect. If you have any questions, feel free to get with me, and I will work with Roy to get the ordinances ready that you will need to sign. That's just keeping our districts the way they are right now, and we'll probably bring them. I think he's going all week, or all month, isn't he?
Yeah, for our first
Yeah.
meeting in November.
Okay, so I'll email him and see if he wants to put that on the first agenda in November or the second agenda in November, because either one of them would be fine with me, and then we'll just bring those in and have you sign those. Okay,
Very good.
thank you.
Thanks so much. All right, next we have a discussion for a resolution regarding the healthcare freedom, privacy, COVID-19 passport. We want to discuss that further. I know we had a gentleman at our last meeting come before us, and we kind of gave him our thought. Do we want to put it in writing, either in a resolution form or a policy form, ordinance?
We have the resolution here with us, don't we?
The question I have is, if we do the resolution, at some point, does that prohibit us from making an ordinance? No?
I don't see why it would. One of us.
This is our legal.
Sure. I would want to confirm a few things with Roy before I weighed in. Lawyers sometimes have differing opinions on things, but I can get back with you quite quickly. But I will make a note of that question.
But you can always
And-
get rid of a resolution and put in something else if it got in the way.
I'm sorry, say that
You
again?
could always get rid of a resolution if you needed to.
Sure,
If you wanted to
nothing
create
is
something.
permanent.
Right, and then you could create, if that got in the way, correct?
Generally speaking, yes.
Okay.
Like you said, I will get you a specific answer and
Perfect.
follow up. I don't want to overstep Mr. Johnson.
Absolutely, thank
But-
you for that.
Probably would be good to have Roy bring this before us on our first meeting. So we have a document that Roy takes to him unless.
Well, I mean,
Well,
he's-
Roy sent us the resolution, right?
Right.
Roy sent us this one,
Did
so.
did you like it, accept it, want it changed, wording, anything?
That last one he sent me, I was fine with. Can I see the last draft though, please? Do you want it after that?
I probably have it on my phone.
Just the 4 points in the back.
It has everything in it, so I have no issue with it. I would like to make a statement on it though.
Yeah, absolutely, go right ahead.
So the commissioners have a firm trust and confidence in the people of Wells County because we trust our citizens. We will not support, and then what this resolution would be saying is that we would not support a mask or vaccine mandate in our county government. It is also the right of our citizens to wear a mask or receive a vaccination. I personally support those who choose vaccinations and masks, and I ask that even if it's not your choice, to be respectful of others. Essentially, I think that we're smart enough in this county to make healthy decisions for ourselves if we're armed with the correct information. And, you know, the smallest minority in this country is the individual. So I absolutely still believe that vaccination is the best way to eradicate infectious disease, but I also don't want to ever put somebody in a position or a business in a position where they're forced to do those kind of things. So that's essentially what this resolution would be laying out.
So,
And I think it's
I mean, it's
consistent.
basically what we discussed with Brandon at the last meeting, so, I
Absolutely.
mean, but this is in written form, so. just- You have any comments, Jeff?
No, I think to your point that, you know, we've already publicly stated our stance on this, so this just puts it in writing. You know, it's recorded before, but this puts it in writing, but doesn't limit us if we want to come back and do an ordinance on it. We have that
Update
ability.
it, change it, modify it, whatever.
So I move to accept.
Have a mo-
Yeah,
move to
I'll
accept.
second.
Second, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
3-0.
Resolution 2021-23.
May I keep this one?
I can make you a copy.
Absolutely.
Okay. We'll move into the reports that you have for us. Lisa?
Wells on Wheels emailed you the quarterly report, third quarter, I believe, for reimbursement. It's for a total of $166,901, and that's just the funds they get through the state that's run through our E911, or not E911, but our Wells on Wheels. So she just needs you to sign, the president to sign the.
Is that the report I need to sign, or I need to go to their
No,
office and
I
sign?
have it here.
You got it?
Mhm.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for that.
So moved.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
3-0.
We have the highway garage and county farm on, just in case there's any comments.
Well, today is the deadline for the CMC's deadline, I believe at 2 PM today, if I'm not mistaken, 1 PM or 2 PM. And plan to review those with Sean, Nate, and Steve Huggins on Wednesday at 2 PM. So after we make a decision with that, update everybody where that leads at our next meeting in November. So, the county farm is, got the signs out, so November the 9th.
Say, I've got a little brief update for you guys
Hey,
if you.
please.
perfect, since you're here. Thank you, appreciate it.
We were wondering why you're sitting over there smiling.
I was too.
He just missed us. He just missed us.
Well, here's a coin, let that fold.
Just briefly, the brochure's there if you haven't seen one. And then the second piece of paper is the schedule and advertising budget. And the stuff that is highlighted on that page has already happened, and then the rest of the month is there on when it's gonna get advertised and what we're doing on the website and kind of thing. Also, you'll see on that page, there is we sent out 1,200 brochures to all our local area landowners and people that are on our mailing list and who've inquired about farm ground to purchase. So that's a fairly significant amount. I think that's the most I've ever sent out for one auction, but felt like it was justified for this auction coming up for the county. Also, then the last page just gives you a little highlight on our website hit, and as of the first 13 days of October, there were 435 hits, and 148 of those are repeats, which is a really good number. That's about a third of them are repeats, which just means somebody's got a little more interest in the farm than just looking at it one time and wanting to go back. So that's kind of an update on that. And yes, signs are up. I did put an additional little sign up out there around track 3 to show where the cemetery was, because I was getting quite a few phone calls on that. You know, where's the cemetery at and all that kind of thing. So I went ahead and put some additional map and literature out there for that right at the track 3 site. So it's very clear that there's a cemetery there and where it's at and that kind of a thing.
Right,
So,
property pin, I seen it was there. Give you guys an update. I sent a note to Caleb. He's the tenant farmer currently. I would say 85% of the crop is still on
yeah.
on the
You
field.
got the corn off.
And the responsibility is, once the crop is off, to have it GPSed again, to get the fertility back to when he found it. And I've had contact with Mr. Barker at Helena to do that once I see the crop is off. So he's aware of the situation, so it can be brought up to speed.
Good.
And just everybody knows that it'll be back to where it was when he started, so.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, but that's basically the last of the kind of Okay. And you got wellness down next.
Employee wellness checks start the first part of November. Parkview does that for us, and we have specific goals for each of the employees. And what I'm wanting to know is if you want any of those goals changed for the next plan year, or
I'm okay.
That reduces our overall rate, right? If they hit those goals, do we get a better number through PHP, or is it just us?
it's just what the employees pay additionally in premium goes to offset our insurance
Cost, health
premium.
costs, right, okay. Yeah, I'm good with them.
Motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
3-0.
We have 2 board appointments that were vacated with Kevin leaving. He was your layperson for Community Corrections Advisory Board, and he was also on the EMS board.
The EMS board, by statute, was the president, and I always defaulted and let him be a proxy for me. So I did attend my first meeting
Oh, you did?
about a month ago, 3 weeks ago, right after the street fair.
So you're gonna take that one?
So, yeah, by
Okay.
statute, I'll just follow up. And, if that's okay. But I'd make a motion to have Mr. Senior serve the Community Correction Advisory Board in Kevin's place.
Can't lock me up, I'm just on the board.
They can't arrest me.
Okay, yeah.
But their meetings are always right at lunch, so.
Yeah, 11:45 and then last 20 minutes, so.
And his appointment.
Yeah, I'll make a motion for
I'll
Jeff to
second
do
that.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
3-0. I was just checking, maybe 2-0 and 1 or something, so, or 2-1. Anything else?
Yes, we have a letter from the United Way wanting the employees to be able to wear jeans 2 different weeks, October 25th through the 29th and November 15th through the 19th. Their suggestion is to pay $5 a day or $10 for 3 days or $15 for all 5 days. Years past, you've always just had them pay $1 a day.
Yeah, for the last 8-9 years, we
Yeah.
just say for $1, you can do it. That would be my recommendation.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, good with that.
3-0, or motion.
So moved.
Too
Yeah.
much formality
Aye.
just for something like that, we'll cover ourselves.
That's all I have.
That's all? Okay. Jessica? David? No. Audience? Hearing nothing, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We are finished. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your attendance.